once again to howtocookgreatfood.com. If you have not already, please click that button and subscribe to our channel. On the menu today, and as you can see right here, we're making a chicken potato stew. I've got tomatoes in there, cream in there, parmesan there, a ton of garlic. It's kind of got an Italian vibe to it. Absolutely delicious. Let's go and do it. Okay, let's take a look at some of the ingredients we're going to be using today. So at the back there, I've got 1 can or tin of plum tomatoes. They're chopped. Just below that there, sliced red onions, potatoes. Now these potatoes, nice and small, I've peeled them and I've just boiled them in water, in salt water, just for about 3 or 4 minutes. So still pretty hard. On that side, chicken, chopped chicken. There's skin on there, bone on. It's just whole chicken but chopped into parts. Down here, some spices. So I've got some nice black pepper there. We're going to be adding some salt, of course. A little bit of thyme, dried thyme, and a tiny bit, like a half a teaspoon of chili flakes, if you want. I mean, you could omit that if you wanted. And then garlic. Fresh, chunky cut garlic, and quite a lot, actually. I want this kind of, to be a nice flavour in that. We're going to start this off with a touch of olive oil. We're going to add a few other bits maybe. Let's go and do it. Okay, let's get started. Now what I'm going to do, I've got a touch of olive oil in there. We're going to start off by putting our chicken in. All our chicken parts can go in. Just want to give this a little brown before we do anything else. Like I say, using different chicken parts here. Whole chicken, chopped up, some bone in there. Skin. A little bit of salt on this. And as you can hear, I'm on a kind of fairly low heat. I don't want to be like deep frying this, like in a kind of hard way. So nice and gentle. Let's throw that around in the pan just for about 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, so we've got some nice colour on our chicken, but yeah, that's not cooked inside yet. Now, I'm going to go for some onions, a nice lot of sliced onions in there. I'm using a red, as you can see, but of course you could be using a different colour. Now, lots of garlic. I really want that to come out in this. Now we're going to go for those spices. So I've got some pepper there. We've already put some salt in, dried thyme, and a little bit of chili flake. Optional. You don't have to be putting that in, but I love a little spice. Okay, again on this same type of heat. Let's go for another 4 to 5 minutes, stirring it a few times. Wonderful, beautiful aromas. Now, like I said, I'm using thyme here, but you could be using oregano, basil, one of those Italian type mixed herbs, something like that. Play around with it. As you can see, our onions are softening really nicely. Now we're going to drop in our spuds. In go our potatoes. Now you could be putting these in just raw if you wanted, but like I say, I've just kind of blanched them a little bit, help them on their way. And nice and kind of chunky, fellas. Again, another 4 to 5 minutes, throwing the potatoes around so they get covered in that lovely chicken garlicky sauce that we've got here. Okay, this is looking incredible. I'm loving this. What we're going to do now is I'm going to add that can or tin of chopped tomatoes, and now I'm going to add a touch of water in there. Now you could be using a chicken stock if you wanted, some white wine, red wine, up to you. But I'm just going straight water. Now what we're going to do, wow, stir this in, lower the heat down a little bit. Not a simmer, above a simmer. Let that go now for about 15 minutes and give it a stir every now and then. Okay, so as you can see, this is bubbling away beautifully. Reduce down a little bit as well. Now, you can keep this completely tomato based like this and just cook it for just a little bit longer. I mean, this is nearly done. Or you can do what I'm going to do, which I'm going to sort of change it somewhat by adding some cream. Now, I'm using a thick cream, a thick cooking cream, or I think what you call in America heavy, but you could be using a single or a straight type of cream. I'm also now going to add some Parmesan cheese, finely grated Parmesan. Now we're just going to work this through on a low heat. It's going to give it obviously a very lovely creamy texture now. And you may have seen I've been fairly light on salt. That's because we've got that Parmesan in there, which I find, you know, can be a little bit overpowering. So I'm loving this. Now, we just want to keep this on a nice low heat now and cook that away until our potatoes and chicken are fully, beautifully tender and where you want them to be. For me, this is going to be about another 6 minutes, but this is going to be delicious. Okay, off goes the heat. I am loving this so much. Check this for salt. You might want to add a bit yourself. Like I said, I'm good. I'm just going to finish this off with some parsley. Nice flat leaf parsley. But you could be adding there some fresh basil maybe, if you've got that. Or some other little fresh herb. But that's it. Hope you enjoy that. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. And I'll see you soon. Lots of love.